I remember when I went on from First Baptist Church, Rogers, Texas, I went to First Baptist Church, Saginaw, Texas. At First Baptist Church, Saginaw, Texas, oh, what a great ministry I had. I love those people, fine folks, just 7 miles north of Billy Bob's in Fort Worth, the stockyards. You know what I'm talking about now. And they're great folks. I remember on Easter Sunday, never will forget, it's packed. You know how everybody comes to church on Easter. I mean, it was packed. Man, I was ready to go. Our high school basketball coach was giving his testimony. Had a little lavalier mic on we just purchased. I mean, he was ringing the bell. I was sitting there going, go, baby, go. Go, baby, go. I mean, people wall to wall. I was ready. All of a sudden, right as he's giving his testimony, all of a sudden water started dripping from the ceiling above the choir. Water just coming through the ceiling, dripping on the choir again. Our air conditioning units were up there. The condensation pans were overflowing. Water was dripping literally through the ceiling onto the choir. Once again, choir people. Women were trying to scoot over. Incognito, and everybody felt the thunder. But anyhow, you know it. And finally, a couple women looked at their men like, do something about it. 2 men got up and went out the side door. I know I shouldn't have done this, but I prayed, Lord, take them home. You know, but it was wrong. It was the wrong thing to pray. I knew what they were doing. They were going up to the attic. All they need to do is turn off the air conditioning units, but oh no, they're going to go up in the ceiling. They're going to go up there in the attic. They're going to fix it. They're going to be heroes. We heard them walking up there. And all of a sudden, you heard of it happening. It happened. Terry came right through the ceiling. Whoosh! Crashed through right above the baptistry. Comes through, his little legs come through. He's trying to step on something. There ain't nothing to step on. He's holding on these 2x6s for his life, holding on. And everybody goes, oh, oh! Just scares everybody to death. His mama was sitting over in what we called the Afghan division. We always had about 3 rows full of little Afghans that they had crocheted. They left them in there year round. Those that were cold-natured Afghaned up every service. She was over there and she went, Terry! You know, she recognized his chubby legs. He was holding on for his life. I mean, pants torn, he was bleeding, he's holding on. The coach turns and sees him up there. And he starts talking to me. Only preachers can pray this fast. I said, Lord, don't let him say something he'd say on the basketball court. You know what I mean? Not that he would. Not that he would, but that he could. All of a sudden he says, Brother Dennis, we having a healing service. Someone coming through the roof. Then everybody just, I mean, people love it. You know, you love for things to go wrong in church. I mean, there are people going, man, we ought to come here every Sunday. You know what I mean? This is great. That's not the bad part. Now, this is the bad part. While he's hanging there, the other guy up there starts talking to him like we can't hear anything. He says, can you see anybody? While he's hanging there, he says, oh, I can see the choir. They pull him out of there. They get him out. Big old sheetrock just a swinging up there. I get up there. I try to preach. Everybody's watching that big hole up there. Those ushers in the back, they're figuring out how to tape and float it. I'll take tape float. I'm going. Go outside and count cars. But anyhow, you know, I didn't do it. I preached, gave the invitation, no decisions, and I was hot. So I called on an old man to pray while I went out to the back to calm down so I could become pastoral, so that when people came by I could say, well, up from the grave he rose and down from the ceiling he came. You know, and there's this one rancher there. This is a true story. Now, this story made the front page of the Fort Worth Star-Telegram. This guy that was sitting in the back the whole service only comes at Easter. He's a rancher. He always had a big chew of tobacco, but it did not spit. I did appreciate that. He was the first one out, came up to me, the first one out, and he said these words, Brother Dennis, told my wife, no need for me to come. Told her if I did, the roof would cave in, and sure enough it did. That's the truth. Whew. You got to have a sense of humor.